And I told you, didn't I? I said I'd go with you, Andre. Don't look at me that way. I'm good. I'm good. Let's roll, Andre. I'll go with you wherever you go. And so, Andre's harrowing journey continued. Seeking refuge in even harsher places, they fled north. They crossed row upon row of mountains, forded fetid swamps, and scaled frozen cliffs. Till finally, Andre's tiny team arrived in a world of snow. A frigid wasteland of driving blizzards. Brr, it's so cold. Achoo! Yuck, my nose is running and it's freezing. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad. This one barren place. That snow's deep. There haven't been any Pokemon around for a while either. Maybe there isn't anyone else out here but us. Huh? What's up? What's that? What was that? Looked like a Pokemon, but was I seeing things? That can't be right. I'm sure there was someone there. I wonder what they were doing in this lonely place. Well, thinking about it isn't going to help. Let's keep moving. Wow. Andre, check that out. See that? Those trees are frozen. Whoa. The snow is like frozen powder. It looks pretty, but it must be harsh there. So we have to get through this, huh? Whoa. It's going to be awfully cold. It's not anywhere I really want to go. But there's no point in us sticking around here forever. We can only go forward. We'll just have to go for it and get through this, Andre. Hey everybody, it's Electrek, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. So yeah, you actually just saw a cutscene opening this episode. I recorded at the end of last one, as I believe I may have mentioned in that one, and I split it up a little bit because I felt like the transition here to the cold forest is just a huge tonal shift, and I kind of wanted to keep those tones within the respective episodes. As you can see here, the music gets more calm, more relaxed. We're definitely in a place now where, as Mount Blaze was a very drums and trumpets and we're gonna keep going, this is more of a we have to keep trudging through. A harsher reality is beginning to set in, I'd say, is a good way to put it. I'm going to check this thing out real quick. I don't remember if I edited my inventory at the end of last episode, but I'm going to do that real quick, and then we will continue forward. That's not a seed. That's a rock in the shape of a crescent moon that's being held together by bandages of purple sorts that are growing vines. I guess it's got plants on it, but that doesn't look like a seed to me. The item images in this are definitely, the new item images are interesting. Let's take off into here, and we have a familiar conversation as to which way should we go. Yep, just like Mount Blaze, we have a different path that we can take, and that is Snow Path instead of the last time I believe it was Rock Path. So same deal goes. Let's go ahead and take the Snow Path. I probably, frankly, do need the training. As I'm going through all my items right now, I'm realizing we only have one tiny reviver seed, and we could really use more, so I'm hoping that we find some in here. Just like last time, I'm going to speed this up. I don't know, since it's the same song, I believe I could just jive out to it again, but maybe I'll find it. Ooh, okay, I was afraid. I'm just afraid of a lot of things. This is going to be, we're in an ice-type area, right? As you can tell by the snow and everything. So I'm afraid there's going to be a lot of ice types. Nice. Darnell, good hit. Which is bad, obviously, for me because I'm grass, and grass is, everybody knows, is the weakest type, resistant to the most thing. And damn it, that wasn't a reviver seed. Really hoping there. Also, there's no more enemies or items. Okay, I guess I'm just talking through this. But as you'll see, in Frosty Forest as we go in, there aren't that many ice types. I'll cover that more as we get in there. But I guess right now I will just zoom through this so that we can get to the... Nice, confusing. Get to the very end of this. We can go straight into Frosty Forest. See you guys then. Yes! Yes, boy! Okay, so I guess this is a good reason to go through these dungeons, to just try and find some tiny reviver seeds. This is very much worth it, as long as we don't lose it like last time. You know what, I'm just not even gonna try it. I'm just gonna go straight for the stairs. Oh. Yo! We're gonna take it! Got another one. Is this another one too? That would be crazy. Yo! We're back up to 4! Oh, are we going to need them? We are going to need them. Thank you so much, Kecleon. Nice! What a win, man. That was quick. Darnell's water pulse got leveled up. Yeah. Come on, are you surprised by this point? It's literally called Snowpath. It's got the same name as, well, I don't know if these dungeons have names. I don't know how they know the names. I guess that path just loops back to the start. If we want to move on, I think our only choice is Frosty Forest. Andre, let's give it our best. Seems about right. If you know the names of these places, I feel like you would know a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, we did pick up a good amount of tiny reviver seeds. Hell yes. I also picked up these confused ones. Let me see if the other... Oh, yeah, okay, I just sorted it. We got some more orange berries. And yeah, we still have these slumber wands. We got to use those. So hopefully, for the impending boss fight, let's be real. I am ready to roll. We are going Frosty Forest. Let's be real. You probably already seen the thumbnail of this video. It's freezing cold, but let's give it our best. And are we going to get an actual dungeon song this time? Ah, yes. Not very sing-alongable too, but definitely captures the area. And we have our first non-ice type of this dungeon. And in fact, I was saying something else, but in fact I want to bring up a point really quick that even though this is an ice type dungeon, as you would assume based off the fact that it's literally a frozen forest and there's snow everywhere. What? That guy didn't die? Oh, damn, we're getting hit early on, but I have all of the items I could ever carry. I'm gonna try and take it out. We don't need these gravel rocks, right? I also have 5 apples. I must have picked some up in the snowpath and didn't notice. Even though this is a clearly ice-type dungeon, according to what I have at least... Oh, and this is one of those ones where you can't see. According to what I have for information on this dungeon, which is not very good again because sites like Wikipedia, etc. didn't have any sort of information on specifically the spawn tables for this game versus the spawn tables for the original game. But going based off the original game, which Azuriel does actually play into, he is correctly spawning on the floors he's supposed to. Oh, no, you dingus. Okay, I'm gonna move. You, Darnell, what are you doing? You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna use one of these already. I am not trying... Where is it? We can try confuse him. Fine. We'll use it on me already. My HP does go up by 10. Wait, you still hit me! Come on! That's not how that's supposed to work. Anyways, after an early death scare here, let's actually check real quick. Let's see how much we got for each guys to level up. That's the wrong menu. We have 567. That's not looking too good. And 933. Don't know if we can level up before we hit the boss, but we will see. But yeah, the only ice types in this, according to the listings for the original games, I'm looking at the guidebook next to me, which is also something I was about to mention, but the only ice type in here is Piloswine and Snowrunt. Yep, although I just realized that according to this guidebook, Snowrunt should only be appearing on floors 8 to 9, so clearly the information for the original games is different than that jerkwad. Quick attack works the same way in these games, I see. Oh, he's just powering up down there. That's alright, we don't want you powering up, we want you dead. Ooh, nice, water pulse. Good. Alright, cool, so this dungeon doesn't have as great or as empowering of a song. And frankly, there isn't really much for me to cover or talk about. This dungeon is, if I recall, it was a difficult one when I was young, but it's nothing I was particularly memorable. Not that it's bad or anything. Okay, sure. I was kind of hoping it would blow me into the Azuriel, because I think when that happens, the Azuriel takes damage as well. Yes, 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 you hit him once, you don't have to use sleep powder 3 times. I wonder actually if that takes up PP. I'll do one thing real quick. Actually, yeah, let's see here. And oops, 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 there we go. So I brought in accuracy drink because we need to improve the accuracy of sleep powder. Sleep powder is missing too much for my own comfort, and we want to improve that. Okay, so a couple things I want to cover. First off, I mistakenly thought that the cover band was not equipped when I was going through last episode and editing it. I was like, wait, did I ever actually equip the cover band? Turns out it was equipped. It's just that I had it equipped, and the way it works is that means if Darnell is going to take damage that would have knocked out Darnell, I took the damage instead. So looking back at that point where Darnell had 1 HP against Moltres, it's very possible that that was the effect of the cover band, and I didn't realize. I can actually go back and maybe it would say something like that in the text. I'm not sure. Speaking of the cover band as well, I'm also thinking that I should put it on... Oh, another one. I should also put it on... Oh, screw these Snorons, man. I should put it on Darnell this time, because clearly I'm the one that's weak to ice types, but as I've already mentioned, there are only a few ice types that we're going to be seeing. These Snorons are hitting pretty hard with their long-range ice type moves, which is not good, but as long as we can get past them, we'll see. I'm not sure where and how long they spawn for in this dungeon, as I've already mentioned, so who knows, they could be throughout this entirety of the dungeon, in which case, just gotta deal with them, but we'll see what happens. The other thing I want to mention too... Oh! I'm gonna need these! I'm just gonna keep taking these. What should I swap out? I can eat an apple, actually. Let's eat this big boy. How do I do this? Toolbox. Ground. Ingest. Oh. I am only on the 2nd floor. Oh, thank God you missed. Yeah, this dungeon is definitely gonna take more time if I'm only on the 2nd floor at this point. Use my gravel rock so that I'll be able to pick shit up later. It still didn't do it? Double team is no good too. These Snorons are looking bad if we don't deal with them really quickly. Nice. Oh, what was... Oh, normal speed. Oh my god, literally the last room. Okay, 2nd to last room. Maybe 3rd to last, so it could have been another one in that top right. I think maybe the last few dungeons, Mount Blaze, and the dungeon we went before that, Lapis Cave, we maybe lucked out with how quickly we were going through them. Because I don't remember those dungeons taking that quick, which is not the way to say that, but I remember them taking much longer to get through. We have a real enemy situation here. I'm going to abuse this max ether down here, I think is what it is. Whoa, I thought that bubble was going to hit Azurill. That's what it would have done in the original games when something that long goes through. It doesn't actually... Oh, that looks longer than 4 spaces, but I guess that's because it's diagonal. Yeah, you better miss with that. And that Azurill needs to get down here. I wonder who's going to need this max ether more, me or Darnell for his water pulse. It's the only move he apparently seems to use. You know what? Did I turn that off or something? Is there a reason he's only using water pulse? I got a feeling I did that for a dungeon. No, he's got access to all the moves. He literally hasn't used Confusion or Zen Headbutt or Fury Swipes. He literally only uses Water Pulse. I get that it's ranged, but I mean, I guess a little variation helps here and there, Darnell? Who knows? Nothing here is weak against Psychic types, as far as I can tell, so far. Let's see... Okay, we don't need that. We got plenty of the confused ones to do the same thing for us. And by this point, we probably have too many tiny rubber seeds, although you can never really have too many. Ah, nose pass. That is also part of this point. Starting on floor 3, according to the guidebook. And as you're seeing here, we're encountering our first rock type, so this dungeon actually has a few rock and steel types, which is a little bit out of place, I guess. There are no, unfortunately... Oh, thank God. There are no... Okay, you asshole. Darnell, use a psychic type or something, just because it's cool, and it's not water pulse. Jesus. Come on, man, have some creativity here. What is this? Oh, okay, now we have a lot. I know I needed them, but now we have a lot. Let's give the max ether to Darnell for his goddamn water pulse. Let me do that real quick. Yes, you ingest that. That's actually a real ingesting sound. Oh, okay, good. I picked it up. We're not going to deal with the... Oh, and as you can see there's a ditto on the left. So this dungeon actually has dittos. Dittos are super interesting because, well, they use transform, clearly. When they're in their ditto form, they don't attack with anything but transform. So you want to hit them early on and hopefully knock them out turn 1. I'm going to eat this right now. Actually, did my max HP goes up every time I eat one of these, huh? Darnell, maybe... Oh! Huh! What? What was that? Honors HP. Surprisingly, the item was Ditto. Yo! What? Ditto can hide as an item in this dungeon? Oh wait, does he have... Oh, he can't be paralyzed, that's his ability. I can't believe that, that's wild! That makes total sense and that's completely canonical, but like... Wow, that's new, that wasn't in the old games, that's an interesting use for that. And this training switch is gonna go to waste. Speaking of training switch, I actually eat the training seed I have. Oh... I don't remember this. The enfeebled flow of icy winds is the intrusion to blame. It must be stopped. For it is to protect the forest. That was ominous as hell. I don't remember that, and we got another one! Okay, now we're like actually rolling in them. And maybe they're giving it to us because they know that we're gonna need it, but you know, I'm gonna swap with the sleep seed because last time that sleep seed did like a whole turn of nothing. Partially I realized because Moltres had agility, and I also read that all of the legendary birds have agility, and we've already fought 2 of them, and the last one is an ice type, and we're in an ice type looking dungeon, and the thumbnail of this video gives it away, and I didn't think we would actually level up before, but hey, we did. Nice. Now we're ahead of 2, Darnell. Darnell's gonna need some help there. Can I hit this guy from here? No, cool. Alright, so, let's see. What else did I want to mention? Oh, last time, I was mentioning about how the difficulty of this game, I believe was the point I was trying to make, was that it had increased because they skipped the Pidgey in Mount Blaze and went straight to Pidgeots. I was actually misinformed. I'm not sure how well those scans turned out, if they're completely legible in the videos, but if you read the scans for, I believe it's the Prima guide, you'll see that they mention having, oh, I'm out of energy ball, god damn it, you'll see that they mention having a Pidgey appearing in floors 1 to 3 of Mount Blaze. That is actually not the case, they are just completely wrong, as the case is with many Prima guidebooks. If you ever watch Chugga's channel, Chugga Conroy, you know that that's the case. And we have officially too many of these. You know what? Actually, I need a max ether right now because I need a heal energy ball. Or I can try and swap with something else because this dungeon in total has 14 floors, which is 1 less than Mount Blaze. Yes, I am including the boss floor. But what's interesting about this dungeon is that the peak gets reached sooner. So the peak part has more floors, and the earlier part has less, which is both a blessing and a curse. Chestoberry we probably won't need, I'm gonna guess. And I'm gonna try and go through this dungeon without using Energy Ball, which will probably hurt, but Darnell, you got that Water Pulse, and I gave you the Max Ether for it, so you best be using it, boy. And this Nosepat's gonna catch up to us. Yeah, and we're gonna get cornered here. Okay, before we get cornered, let's take care of him. But yeah, the Prima guys are just wrong, and I know that, of course, I've had these guidebooks for years, so I know there are many errors in these guidebooks back and forth, but that was an instance of me legitimately getting tricked by it. If you look at the screenshot, or the scan for the other guidebook, you'll see that it does correctly mention Pidgeots, and me claiming that Pidgeot was stated to be only on floors 1 to 3 was from the sites that I mentioned earlier, Bulbapedia, some other sites that I look up when I prepare for these dungeons. Ooh, do I need this? Oh, you jerk. That's so cool. I can't be mad at you. That's such an interesting disguise. But me claiming that Pidgeot was only available in floors 1 to 3. Ooh, we need to put him to sleep. Okay, I'm glad that's hitting. Oh, sleep powder is now 0. Get out of here. Those mighty Yennas are hitting hard. And actually, it's interesting. The moves didn't get delinked even though sleep powder is no longer a thing. That's not how it used to be. I can't attack. Can I still throw an item? I think I can still throw an item when you're paralyzed. Nice. You can do that, which makes no sense. And he's healing. Darnell, take him out. Nice. Let's get out of here and heal. But yeah, so this dungeon only has 9 floors going up, which means we... Shit! Yeah, we're saving these for our boy at the end, but we could use one now. No, I think we can get away with it. I know it sounds stupid, but I think we can get away with it this time, Darnell. As long as you hit him with the water pulse right here. Damn it, he's poisoned too. Interesting. Now... Okay, good. Yo! Darnell catching up. Nice, man. Yeah, I never actually look at how much the stat boosts go up. You got special attack +2, special defense +2. They're all +2 and +1. Oh! Disable is an interesting move. In the main games, what it actually does is it makes the opponent's last move unable to be used. But in this game, they just made it so it's basically paralysis. It just disables literally the opponent, which is more OP in a real-world kind of sense. But I think the sleep powder I've got is fine. Darnell really hasn't gotten advantage of taking advantage of using Fury Swipes just yet. I'd really like it if he would be able to, because I want to see how OP that move gets, but I don't think he will anytime soon, considering how much he's using Water Pulse. So we're gonna not do Disable for now. Oops. We're gonna not do Disable for now. Thank you. There we go. Alright, now let's... Oh, and the dungeon's right here. Good thing I didn't use that Oranberry. This better be... Oh, wait, no, I have one more floor. Shit. Oh, we got a shop, though. Yes, thank you, Darnell. Your concern is valid, but I do not need it. And I don't think Mariana has a long-range move, so it's okay. Then again, neither do I. Nor can I put him to sleep now. Darnell, it's gonna have to be you, buddy. Wait. Darnell has the cover. I have the cover band, so if Darnell takes hella damage, it's not gonna matter. Okay, good, good. We're gonna heal, no worries. Let's see. Oh, green? Oh, that's not green tiles, just because I was in the hallway. Bro, you have this entire layout to yourself. You have this entire... Wow, that's 6,500 for a link box? I don't even have that kind of money. That's crazy. And we got enemies coming up on this dungeon, or this floor here. I can take you out. Alright, now's a good chance for me to practice the positioning here. I want to get both me and Darnell touching these nose paths. If I go to the back left... Perfect, that's what we want. So that's the move, that's the way to do it. And I should have used my grass type move. What am I doing? It's okay, water beats rock too. And I walked right into that one. It's okay, I can survive this Darnell. Frankly, we should just use it and I'll just pick up an Oranberry up here if I really need one. We'll use it. That's the safe thing to do. And I guess, whatever, get over here, nose pass. I can't hit you from here. There we go. Seed bomb yo ass. Oh, double. Oh, but it didn't. Wait, what? Did the miss knock him out? What? Oh, shit. Darnell, help me. Oh, I have 88 HP. That's like double my normal HP now. Thank you, Kecleon. Okay, we are killing that guy. Alright, water pulse has dropped to 0. We need to find the stairs right now. Good timing. I'll take this Oranberry, which you said it's not a ditto. Nice. And we have not a ditto. Good. Doesn't matter. I'll eat it, even though it doesn't matter because this should be the end. Hopefully, as long as it's the same. Yep, music stopped. Good indication. Alright, cool. This is the Welcome to Frosty Grotto. I believe this actually has a different title in DX, but we will see. In the original game, this was called Frosty Grotto, is the word for the peak. I never actually learned what grotto was. Right now, I might actually display the definition of grotto on screen. It doesn't sound like a very appealing word, but regardless, we're going to go into it. That's what she said. I'm going to do some inventory management, and then I'll get right back. Alright, no inventory management here, because everything we got is everything we're going to need, and we can't store those boxes, which makes sense because they become unlocked once you leave. Alright, first things first, we got now some more intimidating Pokemon, like a Metang, Steel type here. It would be really nice if we were a Fire type here so we could hit him hard with something. Sludge is not going to do very well. I'm not sure if, like in the main games, Poison doesn't affect Steel, but I'm not going to give it a try. Wow, we're being closed in on from all angles here. At least Lairon is part Rock, so that'll help. But yes, this is a much more defensive dungeon here. If I can look at the spawn tables for the original Frosty Forest, I am seeing that Lairon shouldn't be here. So someone has to update. Maybe it should be me. Someone has to update. Oh, and I still keep my HP here. You know what? I'm going to let's give this to Darnell so that he can boost his HP. He's got 60. I'm at 88 right now. So I'm just going to let him boost this up. I didn't realize this was a thing that would happen. This is super OP. I should just keep eating all the Oranberries that I find on the ground and just boost my HP a bunch. And it's also funny too because every time I come across one of these guides for these dungeons, they're all, oh, we recommend that your level for this is level 25, level 30. Here I am just reaching 20. Like, what do you want from me? I'm not going to be that high leveled at this point. If I recall from the original games, I was nearing level 30, maybe mid-20s, high 20s when I was beating the game. So we're maybe a little bit more than halfway towards the end of the game. Maybe a little bit less. We're around that point, I'd say. So I think it's a little bit extreme to expect us to be at level 30 at this rate. Nice. And cool. One thing I want to talk about as well. This dungeon, as I mentioned before, doesn't have that much in specific for it to talk about, but one thing I want to mention as well. As I've been playing this game, I've been noticing how well they've been keeping the original art, like, style. So this is a remaster, right? Oh, and yeah, there you go. There's the name, Heart of the Frosty Forest. Maybe they changed that because no one knows what a grotto is, but frankly, I like the title Frosty Grotto better. Heart of the Frosty Forest sounds way too long. But yeah, I want to... Ooh, we can eat another one of these. We're just going to get OP as hell out here. I hope this HP carries over to Darnell as well. I mean, as to the boss room. This is not a ditto. Stay away wand. Interesting. We're not going to mess with the Matang. I'm not going to try and give him the chance. Okay, here we go. But, yeah, so I will actually show on screen, if I haven't already, some of the dungeon entrances, specifically for Mount Blaze and for... Oh, you know what? I hope my PP doesn't stay low when we enter the boss. Or I wonder if it refreshes when we enter the boss. We'll have to see. But some of the entrances for both Mount Blaze and for this area have... they basically took the original image, which is a Game Boy / DS image, and made it... Ooh, training switch. And made it in this game. And obviously, they can improve it. For example, when we were standing outside Mount Blaze, that lava looked really, really nice. In the original game, there's lava too. It just doesn't look as nice. We don't need that apple. But it's interesting how well they keep the style. I really like that, at least. I feel like a lot of times, games get remade, and it just doesn't keep the style very well. One thing that a lot of people are criticizing about, specifically the Pokemon, is the transition to 3D has really hurt the feel of Pokemon in general. Like when you play with a Pokemon, it felt more like the sprites had more personality than playing with a 3D image. There's a lot of Pokemon who are maybe like too perfectly circular. Just coming to mind, Torchic comes to mind. Its head is like a perfect oval, and in the 3D sprite, it's definitely very like perfection, as compared to maybe in a 2D sprite. It didn't look as perfect, it didn't look as round, it made you fill in more with your own... He's asleep and confused. He dead, man. It made you fill in more with your mind. Magnet Rise. And maybe that just gave Pokemon more personality, but in this game, I think the transition actually is like somehow not bad. Yeah, if I were to take maybe Bulbasaur on its own, isn't just that 3D sprite, and maybe Darnell as well. Darnell might be perfectly too plump. But I think what really helps a lot are the little character sprite icons when they're speaking, and the little emotions that they have there. That helps a lot in terms of just making you feel like these characters are more than just, I don't know, another Psyduck, or another 3D perfectly circle-shaped Psyduck. It's a weird little topic to mention, but I just feel like they did a really good job with transitioning specifically this game into 3D. And we are getting hit hard here. I am worried because Energy Ball only has one. Should we use some Sludge more? And yeah, okay, there we go. There's the test. It doesn't affect Matang. Now we know for sure. We're getting hit hard here. I guess I'll just use my last Energy Ball. Oh! Yo! That's cool! I like how he calls out exactly who's in the dungeon. I didn't realize that. Okay, fine. We're just gonna maneuver terribly around that. He's gonna get confused, so I'm not gonna bother with my Energy Ball, the last one I have. Oh, Sludge is going up. Come on. I think there's 14 floors, so this should be the last one. I miss, of course. Darnell, I hope your Water Pulse has enough PP left. Ooh, Protect! We haven't seen that. I think it actually, yeah, it protects everything, but it's more than... Okay, no, it's just one turn. In the original games, it was actually more than one turn. It was really overpowered, and okay, thank God. I didn't know he was going to faint there. Darnell, are you... Oh, you got PP 0. That's what the concern is. Come on. Room. All right, here we go. Yep, this is it. we've come pretty far into the forest. It's pretty windy if you listen to this. It's actually kind of windy. It's a nice ambience. I think we'll be out if we can get through this part. It shouldn't be long. Hang in there. The legendary 3 dots with 2 spaces in between. Huh? Andre, did you just say something? I didn't think so. A voice... I must have imagined it. Oh, shit. Turn back. You may not pass. Who's there? You are forbidden to pass. If you persist in trying to pass, then so be it. But only after you have defeated me. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, damn! This is a powder snow of the ages! Ding, ding, ding. Yo! Man, they really gave the birds hell of introductions in this. I am Articuno, the Warder of Ice. Those that enter the forest shall destroy with all my might. Let us begin! And, as I'm sure was the thumbnail of that image probably right there, and as many of you may have predicted, we are facing the final legendary bird. Alright, this time I'm going to start off right away. I hope I don't have to be one step away to use this Slumber Wand. Yay! Okay, now we're gonna die. So let's go ahead and use everything we got. I think last time I had some more items I didn't remember to use. We're gonna do this. Is that gonna... That didn't do shit. What just happened? Oh my god, I used... Okay. This is okay. We have hella HP right now, so we're gonna put him to sleep with this. Darnell, you need to get in position to hit him. Actually, I should check my PP. This time I'm being much more methodical about this, and nice, double use. Yeah, why not? No better place but now. Okay, we're much more level-headed in this boss fight, and he's just going! Oh, I've just pressed A, that's why. I forgot. I was trying to mash through the text, but I didn't realize. Powder Snow is a especially scary move because it should hit everybody in the room, which is really weird because it didn't hit Darnell right there. But it looks like Sleep Powder is the move. Maybe I should have been using this against Moltres the whole time. At least Articuno hasn't used Agility yet. He is waking up just in time, but that Confuse coming in clutch. I'm gonna try and go for the Sludge here, maybe I'll do more. And I didn't get to use my Blast Seed. Let's see if there's anything else. We're doing pretty good. Maybe the Oranberry strat is really coming in. Let's take my time here. We got so many Reviver Seeds. Nah, we'll be fine. We're gonna be fine. Come on, Articuno, boy. I'm gonna tell a story real quick about Articuno. Articuno was one of the first legendaries released in Pokemon Go. Oof. Okay, that hits hard. We gotta put you to sleep. Please hit. Okay, nice. Articuno was one of the first legendaries released in Pokemon Go. Around that time, my dad and I happened to be in Las Vegas attending DEF CON, if you know what that is. It's a convention. Doesn't matter. We were out going to, trying to catch Articunos. Yeah, we'll use it. Why not? We were going out trying to catch... I have 108 HP. This is ridiculous. We were trying to catch Articunos, and I didn't realize, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone with this, but I didn't realize that the word coon was a racial slur. Like, I don't know, I've never heard that before. Maybe it's just so old that I've never heard of it. That would be the ideal situation, is that's just so, like, such a past thing now that no one uses it, that it's just, like, not in anyone's vernacular. But as a short for saying, hey, let's go find some Articunos, I was telling my dad, I was like, let's go catch some coons. I came back and I told my roommate that, and he was pretty shocked, not to say the least, about my phrasing of that. But I had no idea, okay? And yes, I know I just died, but you know what? We're chilling. We're telling a story during this boss fight. Because we got 12 goddamn Reviver Seeds. I actually don't know how many we have. I think we actually have like 8 or 10, which is still ridiculous. This guy has a lot of HP. I was expecting this fight to be worse, frankly, mostly because Moltres goes down pretty hard to Darnell's Water-type moves. Specifically, the only goddamn moves he uses, Water Pulse. But in this case... Ooh, Darnell finally took a step forward. Oh, and I'm out of Sludge. Oh, he's got... What's it called? He's got Pressure, doesn't he? Twice the PP. Twice the PP, twice the fun. That's what she said. Looking a little constipated. Articuno and Zapdos are definitely tied for my legendary birds. It goes back and forth which one I like the most. Please, Articuno,
We have to keep moving. We have to get through this. Please let us pass. I like at this point, Darnell's like, come on, bro, let us through. Like, that's how much stronger we've gotten, is now we're just pleading with the legendaries. We're not so much in awe of their presence. No, I cannot allow your passage. Why? Why can't we pass? The frigid forest air, it has warmed considerably in recent times. Yeah, that would be bad for Articuno. Warmed? I'm still freezing. The flow of frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. Snow has started to melt. Snow is melting. Snow that has never melted before. The never melt ice item that I hold to power up my ice type moves, it's melting. This has never happened, even once. Then you appeared in the forest. Is this not your doing? Bro, look at us. Do we look like any type of Pokemon that can melt anything? I've got a freaking bulb on my back and this dude's a duck. We can't melt shit. Hey, Articuno, you have to listen. It's not our fault that the snow is melting here. It's not just here. Natural disasters are happening all over the place. Even if we hadn't come, the frigid air here would have been disturbed. Yeah, don't you talk to your other legendary brothers, or are you guys just like too cool for each other? Is that all? You expect me to believe that? Oh, damn, he charging up that ice beam. Enough of your foolish talk. Prepare for the end. Oh? Ooh! Absol! There is nothing false in what they said. Calamities are indeed occurring in nature everywhere. Is that true? Yes. Look at Absol's Pokédex entry, it'll tell you the truth. I have the ability to sense natural disasters. The calamities taking place now are of a special nature. I've never experienced such before. So there are calamities besides this. Bro, we just told you that. Fine. I will choose to believe you. You may pass. Articuno. However, you must try to prevent the calamities from spreading. I'm counting on you. Yo, why don't you help us out, bro? You could join our team, you know? We could team up. We could be best buddies. Phew, that was too close. Thank you. You saved us. Rather than saying thanks, focus on stopping the calamities before they worsen. If they are left unchecked, worse will befall us. The instinct warns me so, my instinct. I sense the terrible power of the natural calamities. I was led here by my feelings of foreboding. I think it would be best if we combined forces. Oh, yeah! At least you're doing something about it! I will join you. Oh, what a direct, not even asking. You will, really? Really. To put an end to the calamities, cooperation is vital. Let me lend you my powers. Sniffle. Thank you, Absol. You can now access the Darkness Ridge camp, and... hell yeah, this is the one teammate that we're going to be getting on this journey. Level 28! Yo! He's powerful! He's got squeezed out, I don't know what that is. Anyways, that was the end of the Frosty Forest. We got a new teammate. I have been definitely waiting for that. Absol is a really cool part of this game. Back in Gen 3, he was, you know, your Lucario, your Zoroark, your typical badass Pokemon of the generation. That was a huge fan favorite. Yes, we got some gummies. Good. And so, after getting through the Frosty Forest, Andre's team headed further north. The more they advanced, the harsher the conditions became. This icy mountain path seems to go on forever. We've walked a long way here. Yeah, look at that. They're just drudging through that. Darnell looks exhausted too. We've been running all this time out of desperation. What's in store ahead of us? This is a real Legolas looking scene where everyone's going through the snow and then oh, here's Legolas just walking on top of it like nothing. Are we really doing the right thing? That's a good question. Brr, it's too cold. There's only snow around us now. The scenery hasn't changed at all for a while now. Are we even getting anywhere? Yeah, you know, Articuno could have helped us out here. Hey, Andre, you know what I'm thinking? I think we finally reached a place where there's no one else but us. I also have a feeling that there's nothing ahead of us here. and I'm feeling pretty beat. We too. What's going to happen to us? I'm gonna be honest this time. I'm gonna say I really don't know. Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It doesn't help scaring you like that. We came out here, there's no point wondering about it. Even if we don't know what's ahead, we just have to keep going. Don't worry, there's gotta be something ahead. Andre, I came out here because I believed in you. And that's not changing. I'll keep believing in you, Andre. I'll go wherever you go. Yes. Darnell, trust me without a doubt. And he says that in front of Absol, too. He's a true homie. I can't afford to be indecisive. I have to believe in myself more. Oh! What? What was that? Dizzy, what? Huh? What's the matter, Andre? Finally. Finally you have arrived. Someone? Someone is talking to me. Darnell? No, that voice isn't Darnell. This voice, I've heard it somewhere. Finally, you have arrived.